Hello and welcome to the Season 4 fantasy game for Major League Balatro. I'm super excited to be announcing that the fantasy game is once again coming back. Last year we had over 1,000 people participate, and I'm really hoping to see that number grow as we made some slight adjustments for this year's fantasy season. But if this is your first time learning about fantasy Major League Balatro, well, let me give you an intro. First of all, we run our league through our partners at Fantasizer. This is a fantastic website that allows for custom fantasy. They've been great partners for the first 3 seasons, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. So to join, it's going to be very straightforward. There's going to be an invite link, or you can just go to Fantasizer's website and go to the Partners tab because we are a featured partner. How does Major League Balatro fantasy work? Well, the way we do fantasy is basically weekly, and each week you can select your team. Each week, the players on the team are going to have prices. You're going to have a 100-point budget to select your players and basically work within the confines of that budget to put together the roster that you see fit. The scoring weekly works like this. You get 10 points for a match win, 10 points for each game win. You get 5 points per life remaining in each game. And this season, we've switched things up. So you still get 1 point per E in each game's high score and 0.01. But we have added now 0.01 points per dollar earned in the game. We've also scaled both of these, the high score and the dollars earned, with the stake played. So if the game is played on a higher stake, these scores will be multiplied. And this way, we make sure that it's not just the people who are consistently playing white stake games that are selected. There's going to be a lot more strategy that goes through it. We've also added captains to further differentiate the scores. So you are going to select one player on your 5-player team to be a captain. It is very important to note that you need to get your rosters in before 6 a.m. Pacific time on Monday. This season, with the featured game going through Saturday, you're basically going to have Saturday night, Sunday, and sometime Monday morning to set that lineup. So really set your calendars for Sunday being the big day that you need to go in each week and reset your lineups. That Saturday night, as soon as the final game is over, I will be repricing players, unlocking the lineups to move on to the next week, so everybody can come in and do what you need to do on Sunday. Also, a big note on what's at stake. We always have some free prizes. Each week we give away an MLBA hat to the winner of the week, and then for the season-long competition, the top 3 players will earn $150, $100, and $50 merch gift cards to the Major League Balatro store. You'll get a special role in the Zaino Discord, being a fantasy winner and VIP status in my Twitch channel. The league lasts for 8 weeks. This is a little bit of a typo. I need to change that. This is actually completely wrong. We're going to only be doing it for the regular season. This is leftover text as we're setting up the league from a while ago. So I'll make sure to fix that. But we have 8 weeks of regular season this time around. The fantasy game only will last during the regular season. All right, and I do want to go over how you create the team. So once you sign up and join the league, you're going to hit set lineup, and you're basically going to be taken to this screen. And you will see here you have 100 points. Each player has a price. These prices are just based off of kind of like last year's finish and newcomers to the league. You also can always click here to remind yourself of the scoring rules, just so you can remember what you're doing. So let's go ahead and set a lineup. Let's say that, I'm here. I really like Bean. I think Bean is a good player, so I was going to take up 30 of my 100-point budget. I really like Roffle in week 1. Maybe Gothic Lord is a good player to have. So now we have 30 budget remaining with 2 slots left. It's going to be a little bit hard to fit that in maybe I could go 2 15-point players, or I could go with a 10 and a 20. Let's say we wanted to go with Frost and HBox. So that would complete the team. Now I need to make sure I've selected a captain. I'm going to select Bean as my captain, as I think he gets the most points. Make sure to click this finish button, and boom, your team is now set. My team, Rebecca Black's 8-ball, is all ready to go. And whenever you want to change your lineup, just hit set lineup again, and you can go ahead and change it up. Final little reminder is the behavior aspect. I always put this caveat at the end of these videos because I think it is very, very important. Do not complain, bully, or annoy creators in regards to fantasy performance. If I ever see you in chat, or I hear that someone in chat is saying something rude because, oh, Zaino, I put you on my fantasy team and you didn't perform. What the hell's up? Any kind of language like that is going to get you instantly banned from Major League Balatro, my Discord, the Fantasy League, everything. We are just not going to deal with this. This is a fun competition that we put on the side, and it's a promise I've made to all the creators that if they have to deal with any annoyance, trash talk, or just general rudeness due to this fantasy competition, we will shut it down. And if it becomes out of control, we will just get rid of the fantasy competition. Of course, I'd love to see you in people's chats. It's totally fine to be like, oh, hey, Zaino, I put you in my fantasy lineup. Good luck this week. I hope I hope you do well. Something like that's always fine. I mean, the big point of the fantasy game originally was I love the fact that you can add a bunch of people to a roster, and now you have 4 maybe new channels that you haven't watched to go support this week. And it allows you to get to know everyone in the league and gives you a reason to root for a bunch of different individuals throughout the league. So that's it. I will go update the text to make sure it says we are playing weeks 1 through 8 of the regular season. This is live. You can go sign up now. The link is down in the description, and I'm excited to be playing along with you in this year of Fantasy Major League Balatro.